my feelings of immigrants. Such even the Native Americans to America were immigrants. Nobody started originally here, they came over. Then they formed tribes and they raided each other. What the white men did was pay forward. They saw Native Americans raiding each other. And they're like, oh yeah, they're raiding each other, so let's raid them together. Native Americans were raiding each other, enslaving each other, sacrificing each other. They saw black people capturing each other, telling each other like, okay, let's capture each other. Let's capture the black people. Let's have black people capture each other and sell them to us. And the whole term slave comes from Slavic. White groups that were slaves, the Slavic people. Remember that. So basically, Native Americans were not peaceful. They were raiding each other. I knew Blackfeet, which I grew up around, that still hated Crees to this day. Another Native American tribe. They made fun of them, whatever. To this day, Native Americans are still not in unity. And white people are not in unity. The indentured servants were mostly Irish and Scottish that worked for English and French people. The indentured servants. So how do I feel about immigration? I can see, especially in the African and the third world country, why they want to come over here, and they're doing everything to come over here. So I say let them come over here just legally way, and the illegal immigrants that are here now that are not doing anything, give them a chance to get a green card and get the paperwork. That's all I say. Don't throw them out. ICE is kind of being profiling. Just if ICE came to Albuquerque or wherever, I'll just give them my ID. I wouldn't sit there and protest them. I wouldn't run them over and get shot. I'd let them do their job. But they are kind of bullying, profiling people. So I have nothing against immigrants. Just come over here and do it the right way. Get the paperwork, blah, 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 whatever. And you gotta remember, my family during slavery and Native American raids, my grandma was born in 1920. Her parents came from Sylvania. They had nothing to do with the Native American raiding and oppression, which Native Americans were doing each other. Her family wasn't even here during slavery or all that. Just gotta point it out there. My adoptive dad's mom's family was in Sylvania. They had nothing to do with it. And I got nothing out of it. But immigration should be allowed. Now, having community, now for the melting pot, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Latino, I don't care if you're black, I don't care if you're Asian, I don't care if you're Arab, I don't care if you're Indian, I don't care if you're Native American, I don't care if you're white. But there is a lot of white illegal immigrants too. But if you want to come over here, that's fine. I don't mind people. One thing I like about New Mexico better than Montana. Montana's about 90% white, 6% Native American, 4% other. Well, about 88% white, something like that. That's cool. One thing I like about New Mexico better is diversity. I like living around different groups of people. So most of my neighborhood, there's white people here, but it's poverty, so we got a lot of Latinos and Native Americans. A lot of Latinos, Native Americans, and black. Some Muslims, because we have a Muslim mosque not that far from us. Just Paradise Hills, where my parents live, You see Latinos, but it's mostly white. It's mostly upper class. I think immigrants should be coming over here, but learn the language. Learn English. If you want to speak Spanish and teach Spanish to your kids, go ahead. Don't try to change the law and the custom and the culture like not all Muslims are doing this. Some Muslims, to your old ways, the way you're trying to flee, that want you to come over here. Learn the culture. If you want to at home, sit there and teach your kid Spanish or Arabic or French or Japanese, that's cool. But don't expect us who've been here, who learn English, like I know some Spanish, to sit there and learn your language. You gotta learn our language. You gotta come to our culture. You gotta come to our land. You gotta come to our customs and be part and adapt to it. If you want to eat your food or have restaurants or your home food, go ahead. More power to you. I like Middle Eastern food. I go to Middle Eastern restaurants. If you want to, they speak Arabic sometimes. The Christians, that's cool. If you want to teach your kids the culture and go out and listen, I like music from different parts of the world, that's cool. That's my feeling about immigration.